Hey, hi, welcome guys. Welcome back to our channel, which is Fibron. Yes, today we are going to discuss about the very famous library, which you very useful in case of machine learning and data science, right? So today our agenda to discuss about the pandas and NumPy. But my major focus will be on the pandas, and later on class we will see about the NumPy package. Okay, so let's discuss about the pandas. What is pandas? Pandas basically used for the data manipulation. Means in case of in case of data science, you will get the data from the various source, like you will get the API, get API or some APIs. With the help of that APIs, you have to fetch the data. And also sometimes we are getting the data through the SQL, and sometimes we are getting the data from the MongoDB, DynamoDB, and sometimes we are getting the data in the form of the CSV, TSV, Excel file, right? So different kind data is coming from the different sources, right? So right now our main focus is that how to connect the different sources using the pandas. First, what is the pandas? So how the pandas libraries are working in case of you are going to manipulate the data. First step is what? First, you have to import the library. Step 1, import library. And then step 2 is saying that, what is the step 2? First, import the library. After importing the library, you have to call the particular method which is responsible to take the data. Means basically connect the database. Connect the database. Means database, either your SQL, MongoDB, DynamoDB, or your local system also be used as a database, right? So right now we are going to use some APIs, as well as we will see the local system and SQL connection, Dynamo connection, MongoDB connection. How we will perform that we will see later on, right? So in today's session we will see how to connect the database, right? Data source, and then we will see the basic data manipulation techniques. Hope understood our agenda for the today's session. Let's discuss without getting delay. Let's discuss about these things, right? Okay, so I'll show you some I'll show you some kind of data sources. Means what the kind of data we used to get in the real time, right? So basically I would like to show you, 1 minute, let me share the screen. Okay, so yes, you can see here, 1 minute, I guess I am in different folder. Yes, this is the same thing. It is desktop, and here if you go in the Python, and yeah, if you go here, you can see I have a different kind of folders, right? I have a Excel file, CSV file, I have a JSON file also. JSON, whoever knows about the JSON file, that nothing but it's a kind of key value pair we are going to store. And TSV file, tabular structure variable. If you can open, because you cannot open this file, 1 minute, I'll open this Excel file, and you can see there is a datas are there, right? We have to fetch the data. How to fetch those data, that also we have to see. Okay, so meanwhile I'm going to share my screen of condas, where I initialize, and everyone knows how to open the condas, means Jupyter notebook. I'm not going to show that. You can watch my previous video how to open the Jupyter notebook. So here is the example 1.csv. It's a CSV. CSV stand for comma separated variable. Just I imported the pandas library. Let's import the pandas, and then after importing the pandas library, it's as it is a CSV file, so I have to call the method read CSV. pd.read CSV. Read CSV is the one of the method which used to read the CSV file. If you want to read the file, suppose you want to read the file from the Excel, so there is some method like a read Excel file. I'll show you, 1 minute. Let me show you read Excel file. So pd dot, if you want to read the data from the Excel, then just call pd.read, and you can see various methods are there to call the different database. Suppose you want to read the data from the CSV, then you can call the read CSV method, and suppose you want to read the file from the Excel, then you can call the read Excel method. And similarly, if you want to read the data from the JSON, you can read from the JSON. If you want to read the data from the pickle is the one of the binary data, you can say, where we are going to store our models at all in the form of the pickle only we are going to. Suppose you want to read the data from the SQL, then there is a method to read the data from the SQL query. If you want to read the data with the query, then you can call this read table in the sense of TSV file. Okay, tabular structure variable. So there is a different kind of variable, guys. You can use it up I'll explore one by one. Right now I'm exploring the CSV file. Okay, so read CSV is the one kind of method which you can use to read the data from the CSV file. Okay, similarly there is a TSV file, right? And if you can open this TSV file, if you, okay, let me show you. So in case of TSV file, what is that? In case of CSV, the variables are going to be separated in the form of the comma, but in case of the TSV, I'll show you. Wait a minute, just a minute. I can open this. See here, all the variables are going to be stored in the separated in the form of the comma. But in case of TSV, if you can open the TSV, see here, tab separated variable. Here all this data is going to be stored in the form of separated in the form of the tab. Okay, with the help of the tab, we are going to separate our data set, right? So this is the difference. Okay, so yeah, if you want to read the data from the CSV, then you can call read CSV. If you want to read the data in the form of the TSV, then you can call the read table. Okay, you can able to read the table. Okay, cool. And similarly, okay, let's discuss. And even though you can call the read table method, I'll show you 1 minute. PD dot, suppose PD dot, if you are calling the read TSV, and if you're calling the read TSV file table, sorry, read table, if you're calling the read table method and you want to fetch the read CSV, I mean CSV file, if you want to call the, if you want to read CSV file with the read table method, that is also possible. I'll show you in a while. Read exe1.csv, I am able to call, but what is going to be happen? Let's see. Can you see this? Its format is not correct because I call different method. I called different method to execute, to read that CSV file. So that is not a correct way, but if you are able to call this file, you are able to read the file with the read table method. So there is a one parameter you can see. If you press shift plus tab, here is a parameter like a separator. You can see by default here separator is what? /t, means tab. You can define your separator with the comma, SCP equal to comma. So now if I'm calling this method, now my data is in the correct format. I change the separator. Initially by default the separator was /tab. Now I define the slash, I remove the /tab and define with the comma. So now my data is in the correct format, right? So suppose I'm not defining this separator variable. Now my data is not in correct format, you can see. And suppose I am going to, suppose I define the separator variable with the comma. Now I am able to see the data in the correct format, right guys? And similarly, there is a one more thing, header parameters are there. So if you can see if I'm going to see this data example to, it is like this. And suppose I made 1 minute. So I just define the header none, and what is going to be happen? See, I'm not able to see the header at all. Okay, so this is the different kind of parameter you can say. And similarly, there is a if you want to define the some column, then you can define the column from here. And if you want to skip some of the rows, that is also possible here. You can use the skip row method, skip row argument, and everything is here. If you press the shift tab, what the parameters I'm going to use, all those things are here, nothing else. You just need to do once practice, and you have to make your hand dirty over here, and everything will get it done. So you can see skip row is the one argument, and with the right now by default the skip row is none. And if you are going to define skip row 0, 2, 3, then you can able to skip that particular rows, right? So in such a manner you can read the data, write the data also. And later on in the next session we will see how to fetch the particular section of the data from the CSV file, and how to manipulate the data, how to put some conditions, that we will see in the different session. We have a separate session for that. So I guess you people are aware. And also you can read the data from the API also. Suppose this is the one API. I just want to show you. 1 minute. Let me copy this. Let me copy this and paste it in my browser. Okay. I guess this will not allow. Yes, I can see here the datas are going to be here. Also we have a data, but here datas are separated with the semicolon. Can you see this? And also we can read the data through the APIs also. How to read the data through APIs? So same, just create one cell, press Control M and then it will create a cell at the just above the current cell. And if you are pressing Control M plus B, then it will create a cell below the current cell. Okay, so this is the shortcut key in case of Jupyter Notebook, whoever the new here. Okay, so just pd dot read CSV. Read CSV is one method, and here if I'm passing this thing, and yes, I am able to read the data. It is fetching the data through the internet. Make sure your internet connectivity should on, otherwise it won't read. Can you see this? My data got read it, but format is not correct because I called read CSV method, and but here data is separated in the form of the semicolon. So you have to define here separator also. Separator is equal to comma, is equal to semicolon. And now if you are, now you can see my data is in the correct format. Hope you guys understood the basic concept of pandas of the first module. We had created some separate module for the separate task. We will get back to you on the same. Hope you enjoyed the session. Please do subscribe and like, or if you have any specific question, then put on over the comment. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this.